the live button.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's just preparing on Facebook. I'm just giving it
Yoo-hoo.
1 second because sometimes I just want to make sure I don't click the page away too quick. All right, we are live on Facebook and on Zoom with something super magical that I have for all of you. This is Astrid Mueller, and I have three amazing guests with me today for a super impromptu universe magic session for all of you. We're gonna do, we're literally gonna do something where you can get the chance to really experience a quantum shift for yourself, to really access your own full potential self and really step into that direction. And I'm going to introduce the ladies in a second. I have amazing ladies here who can make this happen. Christine, Neve, I hope I say your name right. She's
Yeah,
in
perfect.
Sweden. And then Isabel. Isabel Blank, who is in Switzerland, which is where I'm originally from. Kavita is in Florida. Kavita Singh, my co-creator, soul sister coach. And I am currently living in Kodiak Island, Alaska. So we're literally streaming from around the world. We're creating a magic energy grid. It's our intention to literally shift the planet from our energy and to give you access to your purest, magical soul self, powerful self as you're being present with us, whether you're watching this live or in a recording, or joining us on Zoom. That being said, there's a link. If you want to join the webinar, you can be present in our energy on Zoom as well. And if you're seeing this on Facebook, you can just enjoy and immerse and watch. And we will address your comments later as well. So before I officially start all the introductions and the actual interview, I just wanted to give you the framework in how I am presenting this. So this will actually also go onto my podcast, Astrid Mueller Talks, where I talk all about turning challenges into possibilities. So today we're literally turning challenges into quantum possibilities. So I'm super excited to do that special episode. And that will happen within 30 minutes, kind of. So get ready for an amazing featured transformation session that like slash interview with some magic in it. Yeah, so last piece before I'm getting started, if you know anybody, or if you just so you know whether this is for you, what we're doing here is especially for soulpreneurs, and if you're either dreaming of starting a dream business or you're already in that space and you're really feeling that calling of bringing your gifts to the world in a soulful way where you're really connecting with your like who you truly are, but you're not fully there yet, you're looking for that empowerment, then this will be for you, and will be purely magical if you just be open and be open to receive. If you know anybody who fits that profile, any friends like who have that urge to really be who they're meant to be, share this along. We would love to make this video recording and podcast interview truly magical, where it spans the globe, where we all share it with the people who are meant to see this, where we're all receiving and giving magic to each other. And what I mean by magic is like just pure power energy of soul power that we all have inside of us. So that being said, I'm going to start my timer to officially start the interview and finally officially introduce everybody, and then we get rolling. Magic, 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
So welcome everyone for a very special edition to my show, Astrid Mueller Talks, with 3 special guests today. First time ever I'm doing this. This is literally a universe inspiration that happened this morning that we decided to go live so spontaneously. And we know there's something amazing, magical that will come out of this interview. And it has to do with quantum possibility. So not just turning little challenges into small possibility, but truly giving you a juicy, powerful bit of accessing your true soul power and possibility. And now I'm going to introduce my amazing guest. So we have NEVE in Sweden, who is an amazing coach, transformation coach, quantum healer. And I let you share in a bit more about what you do, purely magical. And ISABEL Blank, who is in Bern, Switzerland. She does quantum drawings and also really transform lives in a powerful way. Both Christine and ISABEL met in a really universe magical way, where they were in San Francisco for business purposes, and just they just totally clicked. They ended up on the same flight back to Switzerland. Within a year, they wrote a book together. They are now hosting retreats in the Swiss Alps and really wonderful transformation retreats where you access this quantum possibility that's already inside of you. They're amazing. So I'm so grateful to have you both here. And then also Kavita Singh, my soul sister, transformation coach, co-creator. We do a lot together. I'm so blessed to have you with us again as well. So Kavita and I, we will mostly moderate, and we're super excited to host this space where Christine and ISABEL, you'll actually have a live transformation piece, activation piece that you will be doing in this 30-minute interview. For all of you who are just hearing it, you will also see it on my Facebook as a video. So we have both possibilities. Yeah, so I would love to give the ball to you, Christine, first to say hi, and then say a bit more about what you do so people can meet you more.
Great. Thank you, Astrid, for this opportunity. It's really, really great. We are so happy to speak about possibility, because everything is possible. But how to connect to that possible, that's what will be interesting. I have a background as a corporate manager. So I am now in the awakening coaching, and I am an energetic practitioner, but with the magic of the quantum field. And that's what interests us. The neuroscience teach us that we are more energy than matter, but then we need to be able to manage and to transform our energy. And we will see later how we can do that. And we will do it together, all the people who are listening, they will be able to transform from now. So I let the word to ISABEL to present herself too, and then we start.
Thank you, Christine. Christine is also my soul sister, as Astrid and Kavita are soul sisters. It was really magical how we met in San Francisco, not knowing each other before, and just feeling that we think the same way and we feel the same way, and we just decided, hey, let's write a book together. I am a naturopath. My background is a naturopathic healer, but with the new possibilities of the quantum field, with new possibilities of the knowledge that quantum physics and neuroscience give us today, there's so much more possible. And this is what I transmit to my customers and my clients, and to everybody who wants to know how to do it. And it's so much bigger and grander than just taking pills, even if they're naturopathic. I mean, we're not better than regular medicine if we just give medications, if we don't look behind the scene, if we don't know what the symptom wants to teach us. So I always say we need to understand the message of what is happening to ourselves, what is happening to our bodies. And then people ask, well, how do I know what the message is? And we have a built-in system that gives you all the answers. And Christine and I have written that book called Wake Up Now, The World is Waiting for You. And in there, we talk about that system that gives you all the answers, and it's the wisdom of the heart. And if you know how to connect it with the wisdom of your brain, so that they can work as one organ and give you the answers and give you all the aspects, the wisdom that you know that you need to have, then you see the behind the scenes, and then you can also work with the energies, the quantum field, and that's really, really an interesting part of healing yourself and getting beyond the issues and creating joy and magic. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Go ahead.
If we want to change something in our lives, it can be from health issues to abundance issues to changing work, or any kind of thing that we want to solve, we need to change our energy. And the first step, as Isabel just said, is to be self-aware of what happens. Why am I not happy with what I have, with what I live? That's the first step. But most of the people, they stop there. They stop to self-awareness, and they don't know how to go further with that and to go to the solution.
Good.
You want to say something, Astrid?
Yes. Yes, I do. Thank you so much for this wonderful introduction for both of you. And I love that you already showed the book as a preview, Isabel. And I love that you both really highlight a little bit more about the magic and why we're using this word magic. And you're bringing together the science piece with the creative brain and intuition. You're literally fusing that to really like there's a system behind it, and I know it's measurable, so I love that you're ready for highlighting that. So before I ask the next question, I just want to say a really warm welcome. We have a bunch of people joining us from around the world, and thank you, Kavita, for saying like who's joining, because you're always so magic of holding space. So welcome, Elisa. Deirdre is live on Facebook. We have Zeta, and we have Teresa Campos. Thank you so much all for showing up, and we will take any questions. If you have questions in the chat, we will you can post them in Zoom chat, and you can also post them on Facebook. We will address them after the live interview as well. So now that we opened the space and we know where you both met and you create these magical retreats in the Swiss Alps and co-create around the world, like and that knowing that Kavita and I have like also this sisterhood. Oh, that brings me, I need to quickly introduce Kavita just a bit more.
Please do.
Yes, I do. So for those of you who haven't met Kavita yet, she's literally, her and I were doing a lot together. I'm so honored to have a similar sisterhood connection where we literally feel like we're connected. We actually happen to know that we've been connected for many lifetimes playing together. And she's an amazing transformation coach, very much coming from a love Zen energy of helping women, impactpreneurs, and women who are especially in transitional phases in life to transition into their power with love and ease, and she loves to connect the dots. So yeah, so thank you for showing up as well and holding space for all of us and filling in any blanks or inspirations that come through you as we're rolling forward. So
I'm saying hello quickly. I'm also typing on the computer and checking in with everybody. So I'm a little bit behind the scenes in terms of sound. So thank you, Astrid, for rolling forward with all of this.
Astrid, I love that you mentioned that we haven't met yet. I love that yet. So it's coming up probably.
Yes. I love that you heard that part of like the actual meeting in person. I didn't even mean that, but it is a deep desire of mine, of course. Yes, absolutely. So Awesome. So we have the introduction and we have this amazing intention to impact people with your magic today, Christine and Isabel. And I would love to just like really cut to the chase and just let you play because you have these amazing modalities of making this happen. So who of you would love to go first with like, just like tapping into your modalities that you work with so we can experience them. Feel free to use me as a guinea pig if you need a person to work with.
We can do it all together.
Lovely.
Okay.
Christine, okay if I start?
Yes, okay.
Wonderful. Well, like you said before, we are more energy than matter. But do we know how to access this energy? Usually we just try to work on the matter, on this part, but if we knew that 99.9999999% is energy that influences this matter, so we need to learn how we work with this energy. Now, what is surrounding us is this quantum field, and we don't see the quantum field because our energy usually is so dense, and we are not in these more subtle energies that we can really feel the field. And whatever is happening within the field, we call magic because we cannot see it with our eyes, but we can experience this with all our senses and all our all senses, not just the physical senses, but the energetic senses. And that's where we try, that's where the aim is, where we go today. And that's where we want to also lead the people who are listening and joining us. Very welcome from the both of us, Christine and me also, that you're here with us, and let us experience the magic, because I also started the quantum drawing, and I mean, it's real simple. I just share what I see here. I started with the flow coming down, and then all of a sudden there was an energy shooting up, and like a portal opening. And what we have here now is like this portal opening. And if you look closely now, it looks also like a yin and yang symbol. I didn't think of putting a yin and yang symbol, but
let's try to feel it instead of look at it, because
Lovely.
If you feel it, you will already open something into you.
Okay, lovely. Thank you. I'll just put it here.
Just 2 seconds to feel it.
Feel it. And maybe you want to breathe, Christine. You want to breathe with everybody?
Yes, breathe deeply, mouth open. Like I should hear it, like this. 7 times. Astrid, I don't hear you.
I'm trying to keep the audio clean. Totally breathing.
Mouth open.
Lovely.
When you do this, you accelerate the cells and you are able to feel more what is happening into you, to feel the energy. So you know that something is happening. Now we will go to the heart. Isabel?
Yes. When we invite you to go to your heart center, Astrid, where do you put your focus when you go into your heart center? Show me where you go. On the breastbone?
Kind of, yeah, like the center of my chest.
Okay, try to experience that when you go beyond your breastbone, like when you stick yourself, or you place your awareness in the center of your chest. Very nice, very nice. Now try to put your awareness to your vertebrae at the back, but on the same level of where your heart chakra, of your heart center is. Place your awareness to the vertebrae, and sort of just Stay there and breathe there. Even more. Feel like you're breathing through your whole chest. The thing is, your chakras are open to the front and to the back. When you clear your back heart chakra, you're getting clarity. This is what we want when you work with the wisdom of your heart. We want this clarity. And just breathe like you're breathing.
Is that for every...
And everybody
Is
does
it for
this
everybody
at the same?
that
Yeah,
could?
absolutely. I feel this for everybody. Really get to the back here and feel like you're breathing. If this is your heart, you breathe like through it, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Okay. Astrid, you just stay there in that awareness. Very beautiful. I'm going to feel all the participants and I'm going to feel the energy and I'll make a drawing, okay?
And keep on breathing.
Yes, I type keep on breathing in the Facebook chat already too. So the reminder is happening there as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kavita.
Thank you.
And for those of you who listen to it
Amplify
later,
with breathing. Feel how your energy is growing. It fills the room now. Can go wider now, out of the room.
What is happening now is we're detoxing from past energetic residuals. The whole group, everybody on the call. This is intense. Keep on breathing.
How you enlarge yourself.
And everybody feet on the ground so that you feel Mother Earth holding you, connecting with you, absorbing those past energetic residuals. Oh my God, oh my God. This is going through your whole vertebrae, but you just keep your energies on the chest. Beautiful.
Super magical. For all of you just listening to the recording later, you can totally just tune in by just listening and closing your eyes. If you do like to get a visual to benefit of seeing Isabel's quantum drawings, come over to my Facebook page where the video will be remaining and I will share the link with you later. So I'm going to be quiet and just enjoy the session here with you all.
Thank you. The thing is, we're going now beyond mindfulness. Mindfulness is just the first step of tapping into the quantum field, but we're going beyond. What you do now is you unfold yourself and you awaken yourself. You awaken your wisdom, you awaken your innate being. And
by doing that, you will receive more information intuitively.
Okay.
And so you all know the reasons why we're doing this. Like when you receive your intuitive wisdom, that is actually what serves you best, what feels best. Those are the easy steps forward.
Now, if you have a question that you want to ask, a question in your life that you want to ask, this wisdom that you have awoken now, that is ready for you at your service, what would that question be? And I would invite you to ask an open question like, what is it that I need to know about such and such and such a thing? And Astrid, you're our guinea pig. You don't need to tell us the issue. But just try to feel into the question where you ask, what is it that I need to know about such and such a thing or a subject?
Would you like me to listen within what comes to me?
Yes, please do.
Okay.
And while we do that, we continue talking. You just stay with your question, okay?
Everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, everybody does that. Awakening to the wisdom of your heart, the wisdom of your being, the wisdom of your great grand being, which is a magic quantum being. And it is there. It's like waiting for us to reach us, to reach the physical, to reach the mental, to reach the emotional, and to go beyond. And we have all the answers within us. All the questions that we have in our everyday life, we have the answers within us.
Isabel, Aubrey just arrived. Maybe repeat so that she can connect as well for Aubrey.
Okay, hi Oprah. Welcome. So yes, you just breathe. You breathe into your chest, you breathe into your heart chakra, and you place your awareness into your chest. And you don't just stick your awareness and place it on your breastbone. You actually go beyond and you place your awareness to the vertebrae, to the inside of the vertebrae, because the energy that goes through you, the energetic body, is the center is the vertebrae, and we tap into the wisdom of the heart by placing our awareness onto the vertebrae.
Breathe deeply there. Yeah.
You breathe there, breathe. Oh, cool. It's getting larger and larger. And when you have a question that you want to ask in life, a question, whatever you need to know, you don't have the answers, you can ask your heart, you can ask your the wisdom.
Your inner wisdom, yeah.
What is it that I need to know about such and such an issue? And when you have the answer, you write it down. We even invite you to keep a log, like a wisdom talk log.
Nice. And you can have fun with it. I have a unicorn pen here. And I wrote down already. Would you like me to share what I got, or do you want to do more with it?
Lovely. Please share. That would be just so great. If you
so thank you so much. So first of all, I want to share that I felt, first I didn't feel anything right away, but when I stayed with it and you said to breathe deeply, and I really imagined visually the heart, how I breathe towards the vertebrae. So I love when you drew that, because that made me aware to like really imagine like that breath is flowing, and that really started to suddenly I started feeling like almost like an energy flow. I felt like expansive, and it really feels really good. And the question that I asked was around what do I need to know around the topic money manifesting, and the answer I got is like super simple. It just said just flow. So for me, like a confirmation that I'm in the right place and just keep doing what I'm doing, just flow. So yeah, it felt super powerful. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes, thank you so much. You can release the control now. You know, being in the flow.
Oh, yes, like giving it up.
Yeah, just move and play with the energy.
Yes.
You know, it's the same in energetic session. You know, the more you let it come into you, and you can do it anytime, the more the flow can go through. And everything that should happen, it increases synchronicities like we are living now all together. That's just amazing. I'm in Belgium, she's in Switzerland, you're in Alaska. And Kavita elsewhere. And we met
in Florida, yes.
Yeah, in Florida. So let's just the flow and abundance will be there, because it is there already. It's just waiting for you.
Yes, yes. This is amazing. So thank you so much for doing this. I'm going to ground this magic, because we're giving you, everybody, an experience that we intended to be powerful, but obviously there's more. There's more magic waiting for you. If that gave you something and you're curious about how you can step into more power, so you can truly shine and really find your easiest, best action steps forward. Literally, like a lot of times we're trying so hard in our head only, right? Like, how can I build my business? How can I market? All those factual, earthly, worldly things are part of really bringing our gifts to the world. And so I love that you both role modeled now, like how we can fuse, we have to fuse both hemispheres of our mind to really access our quantum possibility. So that was a teaser taster. And before we open for questions and stay live on Facebook a little longer, I want to wrap up for the podcast listeners. Where they can find you online, and where can they find your awesome retreat events online as well. Christine and Isabel, can you share real quick?
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
we
have a website.
Yes, absolutely.
Called lovaya.com. And Lovaya is actually the name for Love Gaia. So it's like the abbreviation, lovaya.com. You can remember it very easily, lovaya.com. And there we have this masterclass where we teach people how to learn how to master your self-healing forces in a quantum way. But it's more than just self-healing forces. Learn how to master your energies. And like we have talked before, we are more energy than matter, and we need to learn how to master those energies if you want to change something in our lives. So that's what we do. We're going to go into the magic crystalline energies of the Swiss Alps, onto 3 different locations. It's 3 days in September, from September 16 to September 19. And we're starting from Zurich Airport. We're going to pick you up there. You can just fly into Zurich and we'll pick you up, and we'll go onto the retreat and we leave you back at Zurich Airport. And from there you can go wherever you want to go, stay in Switzerland or Europe, or go back to the US or wherever you're at. But it's a real super cool journey. We're so excited to lead people to go there, because to really change big things in your life, it's easier when you get out of your everyday life. You know, you get a retreat from your everyday life, because epigenetics, the epigenetic doesn't influence you that badly, if I may say so. Yes.
Thank you for sharing that glimpse of the retreat as well. So is that the same website for you, Christine? You both sharing this, lovaya.com. So wonderful. So stay on the line and on the live. I'm just saying bye to the podcast listeners. Go to lovaya.com to learn more about Christine and Isabel and get more magic from there. Thank you so much both for having been on.
Thank you. Infinite gratitude. Thank you.
Awesome. So we're stopping the Facebook. I mean, not the Facebook, the podcast. So I would love to really open for questions and stay on a little bit longer. Can we, you're both available until the top of the hour? Wonderful. Absolutely. And thank you so much, by the way. It's really late in Switzerland. It's 11:15 at night. So I appreciate that you were so able to offer your magic around the world. I know. So, okay, so I want to open the space for any questions and shares of experiences that showed up for you. How did you feel? Anything that came up? And Kavita, you're wonderful.
Yes, I wanted to share a few things that was happening. So we had Rowena saying, she was asking, what is it that I need to know to do with my Reiki healing? And we have had Maxine saying that the energy experience for her is so beautiful. We also had other clients showing up to say that they're really feeling the energy. It's coming up as pretty powerful. And then of course we had Amir saying that he wasn't feeling anything. So I suggested maybe when he catches the replay, he might be more in tune from the beginning with the instructions. So for anybody catching midway as well, this would be a great opportunity to replay the live and have that opportunity to go through this experience again and again, because the energy for this session is embedded in it. So you'll get that experience over and over again, right? And you can go even deeper. So I wanted to bring that to the table as well.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kavita. And let's see, I saw some comments here in the chat as well. So again, I really want to acknowledge everybody who is with us live here, either in Zoom or on Facebook. And if you're catching the replay, please just tag us. Like, we will look at comments, any particular questions that you may have or shares you want to do. We're super open. Isabel, Christine, Kavita, and I, whoever you feel like ping us. This remains open whenever you catch this video. So, but I want to acknowledge a few comments here that we got in Zoom Live as well. So, did you already? Oh, no, Aubrey was saying she doesn't know Isabel, but really resonates with your energy work. From the small bit that she caught, it sounds similar to where she's coming from. I happen to know she's also an energy healer. So she loved your vertebrae suggestion and said that's super quick suggestion that she will carry with her. So you already inspired another healer. That's so great. I love it. And Kavita, or I am actually quickly posting the website name as well, lovaya.com. So that's in our Zoom chat as well. So are there any questions that showed up for anybody who's currently watching? Otherwise, I'll pick your brain with the 2 or 3 more questions that come to me, but we want to open it for anybody. Or Kavita, in case you have a question that comes up. So okay, I'm gonna take the stage and ask. So there's so many ways we could go, but I love the fascinating bit where you bring like all these scientific fields together with the universe magic and the creative field, right? Like, so you have neuroscience, you have actual measurable energy field measuring tools. Yes. Yeah, do you want to say just a bit more, so people who are totally new to this and want to kind of like know what is going on, what is happening, share a bit more for those people who are more in the rational scientific mind so far.
Sure. That's great. Well, there's a Russian quantum physicist called Korotkov, and he took the measurings of, you might know, Kirlian photography, where you see the energy fields of a leaf that has been cut off already. And but he took that science further, and he has developed a method called GDV, gas discharge visualization, where with a very easy device and the computer, you can make available, or you can see the biofield surrounding the organism. And I just can show you quickly how this looks like. So this is what it looks like or can look like. And you can also see that one picture is before treatment and one is after treatment. But in the treatments, we always show people how to do how to work themselves with the energy. So really people can feel that they have an impact onto their bodies. And also what you can see is how the chakras are aligned before and after. And it's really impressive how, I mean, between the first and the second picture, there is like 15 minutes. So it can go quick. And the thing is, we need to know and we need to feel that we have an impact onto our bodies. And Greg Braden, the scientist Greg Braden from the US, he always says, we have not learned, the science has not told us in the past that our consciousness has an impact on our physical body. We have been taught that everything's separated. Now we know things are together, we have an impact. Our consciousness has an impact on our body chemicals. So let us learn how to access this and how to nourish us and how to speak the language of the quantum field.
Yes, I love this so much. And Kavita is saying that her battery is about to die, which is funny. We're talking about energy fields, and like it also brings us back to grounded reality, that we have just a few more minutes to stay live. So if any last questions that really something that blew your mind, and you catch us live, now is the time to post it and get a live response. Otherwise, we will address your comments afterwards. Yes, go ahead.
In the meantime, I'm just showing a quantum download symbol that we have created that is in our book, Wake Up Now, the World is Waiting for You. And these download symbols that are in the book realign you with your blueprint, with your energetic blueprint. So while people are putting in their questions, I'll just hold this and you can watch this.
This is wonderful. Thank you so much. And I would love for you both to later share the link where people can also buy the book, because I feel that question may really come up. I definitely want to get the book as well. And I love that the other authors that you mentioned too, there's work out there already. So this is not just totally new, but at the same time, it's super new for so many. And a big part of the world is not using this possibility yet. So totally, if you're curious to really open up to your full power and feel good, then I can share how this feels in my own life, because I'm starting to experience what they're doing, this shift. Everybody tells me they love my energy, right? And they see that I am happy, I'm filled from the inside, I'm doing what I love, I'm feeling more and more fully connected with my power. And actually I have a lot of free time. I take freedom, I'm living the life that I love, I'm doing what I love. I tell others, I pretty much show up and play because I do what really comes naturally to me, right? So I am in this space that feels purely magical. That's one of the reasons why I'm using that word a lot. But I wasn't always like that. I worked hard. I worked my butt off for so many years and trying to do checklists, and oh my gosh, and I always felt I wasn't doing enough. I was working 12-hour days or whatever, or night shifts, really wanting to get my dream business off the ground. And I was just never happy with myself. And then inner critic was going crazy. I was doing stuff like a webinar and then waking up in the middle of the night thinking this was terrible. I have to do it again. Things like that. We're totally not happy. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be heavy. Everything can feel like play, and you are meant to be here to be. You're meant to have your superpowers. So we have one question. Deirdre is asking something, and Kavita is so sweet to copy paste. So I don't get the audio from the Facebook. Thank you so much, Kavita. So Deirdre is asking if we keep the heartfelt wide open, or do we bring it back in?
So I believe she's asking from when we started the process and we opened our energy and from the heart. So she's asking,
Good
what do we
question.
Thank you very much. Very good question. Where is my quantum? Where's my
Where's my quantum? I love it.
So the thing is, let's say this is the vertebrae. This is the vertebrae, okay? and there's this is the nose, the body, and we have our heart is here, so to speak. So when we live in everyday life, we have our awareness out here, everywhere out here, right? We are just on the outside. So when we come back into our heart and into the vertebrae, we actually start realigning that I can't talk anymore. The field, we are realigning our
energy
central
flow field. Okay.
our central energetic flow, and you can keep your awareness there if you want, because as you will go, when you fall asleep tonight, it's not night there where you are probably, but when you fall asleep tonight, try to keep your awareness again there at the vertebrae and feel how your whole body is like shifting into sleep, and brings you into a bigger realm of night dreams, or wherever you go or whatever you do at night. And I would suggest try to keep your awareness as often as you can at the vertebrae, because it'll shift your awareness and your perception of yourself and your surroundings. Does that answer your question?
I think
so
that
keep it
sounds
open.
amazing. Yes. And I actually, like in my own readings, I also got that inspiration that the more we do that and practice this, the better, because we are connecting with our best intuition and like soul path connected guidance, which comes when we are in that energy flow, right? And like that's the space where we're literally able to manifest our dreams, get our best input, and already feel amazing and happy, right? So that's how I'm getting. So like really practicing this daily and like using that more and more. She says, thank you. I feel it's like a magical first step for yourself to step more into that space for yourself.
Another magic is gratitude. Like giving the intention, having the mind where you want to go. That is like the electrical part of the quantum field, and having gratitude and appreciation is the magnetic part. So together it gives the electromagnetic field, and it's important that we have both.
That was so fascinating. And I know, like, it's funny, you just talked about the electromagnetic field, and Kavita's battery is now officially dead. That's why she disappeared from the call. Her last message was 1%. So I'm giving that also as like a funny concluding moment for everybody to now kind of like give yourself some space, like tune in and like let that sink in, because that's big, awesome stuff, right? And yeah, take some rest. Like, don't just run away and hustle or whatever. Like, drink some water. I assume that would be like your recommendations too, right?
Absolutely.
Very good.
Okay. Wonderful, awesome. So yes, set some space. Yes. All right. So I'm going to close this for today. I'm super grateful that both of you showed up so powerfully and created this magic, and I was able to host this. So thank you so much, Christine and Isabel. And again, everybody watching this, if you want to learn more about their amazing retreats in Switzerland in the Alps, just where I'm from. It's really beautiful there.
Come along.
Yes, check it out. Totally amazing. I know at some point we will be together in retreats, and I can't wait to meet you in person.
Oh,
so
great.
Thank you
so
for having
much, Astrid. Thank you. It was amazing. And gratitude for everyone, and just enjoy.
Yes. Awesome. Wonderful. Many greetings around the world to everybody, on both of you and all of you who watch this later as well.
Thanks, Astrid. Bye.